Hello, 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 and welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Lavella, and we are continuing our adventure through SkyBlock. It is vintagesky.gg. It is free. You do not have to be a patron. And we are going to get busy. So, last episode, we got the interior started. This episode, I would like to get some walls in, which is going to be super fast. But let's figure out. I know I want it to be white, and we don't have the pale oak. So I don't know if I want quartz or if I want. Yeah, I think we're gonna go quartz. Yeah, I think we are. I think we are. Okay. And I want to make it relatively tall. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's do 10, 11, 12. That's pretty tall. We can always trim it down. I could have done this off camera, I suppose. Oh, and by the way, let me do a correction. I feel like I'm always correcting myself. I reviewed the last episode. It's not nycelium, it's nylium. Warped and crimson nylium. Um, I guess I had mycelium on the brain and I just made put them together. Okay. It's gonna take a second. Gonna take a second. I think I mentioned in a previous episode, but uh I started playing Minecraft February 2011 and played it pretty heavy the entire time. I've heard a lot of like a Minecraft server. There's a lot of people. They just brought that server back, and I am watching as much of them as I can. There's a lot of them, and there's a lot of them that they haven't played Minecraft in like 5 to 7 years, and they played back in the old days, but they haven't been playing, and so this is their first time back in forever and ever. So they are very unfamiliar with a lot of the blocks because of so many updates and stuff. Well, uh, so I get that. And even though through those years I have played other games, I mentioned Sims. I think I mentioned Sims in this series. I love the Sims games, the 1, 2, 3, and 4. Well, I played 4 a little bit, a tiny bit. 3 I've played quite a bit. 2 is my favorite. 1 I've played quite a bit. I still enjoy 1, but 2 is my absolute favorite. Anyway, um, I was gonna say I thought we had quite a bit. Um, I can't remember what I was gonna say now. I cannot remember what I was gonna say. Well, okay, that thought train of thought is gone. I'll remember here after a while. But I have played consistently enough through the years to be relatively familiar with. Uh, This may be too tall for this area. We shall see. It's not a very big space. Yeah, we'll go. We can always tear it. We can always trim it back down. I want to have plenty of room for windows, for sure. Yeah, this is gonna be too tall. That's all right. Let's go ahead and stop there for now. And behind the preacher man, let's do that. And then let's do that. Okay. For the windows. And then it's an awful scrawny door. I almost wonder about just making it an arch opening, but it's not going to match that arch, so maybe not. Okay, and then let's say, let's put windows here. Okay. I guess I picked up all that quartz. Um, we need a foundation. Do I have any stone brick? I do. Mm, okay, let's do that. And we have some more chiseled. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do. Alright, let's take out this pick is so fast. And quartz is easy to mine anyway, so it's like butter. I have to. Okay, so let's do the chiseled on the corners and here. And that'll kind of tie that in with the fence, right? Just a little detail to tie that in a little bit. Then Gooberhead. Trying to go fast, and then I end up spending more time going back and fixing it. What in the world? Hit the wrong button. Okay, and then this can actually be slabs, to be honest. But that's all right. I'm not going to get that worried about it. But if you're doing yours, you could do slabs and you'd be fine. Save a couple of resources. Okay, I think that gives us a decent entrance. And I think we're going to do that. Okay, so this is not very chatty because I'm thinking. I can't think and talk at the same time. Thinking and talking is difficult. All right, we're going to let me see what directions. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute, 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 wait a minute. Okay, if we face this way, it goes that way. If we face that way, it goes that way. Okay, let's do that. Mm, you probably see what I'm trying to do here. It's not working. How did I get that there? I really wish there was a way to just turn these things. Okay, there it is. And nope. 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 And nope. I just love it because every direction I go is wrong. How do I get that to go in there? No. Oh, vote party. Okay, maybe we don't do that. Maybe that makes a pretty pattern too. Mm, think. Oh no. I don't know. This is how you figure stuff out. You just play with it, see what you like, what you don't like. And the thing is, there are things. Okay, that's better. Yeah, I like that. There are times when I come up with a build design or whatever, and I absolutely love it. But then that same build design somewhere else doesn't feel right. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so for these little windows, we're just going to do glass. And I know I could be using paints, but okay. And then, so that's 4 across and 4 down. That works. 3, 4. All right. See, it goes a lot faster now that I know what I'm doing for this. Don't get excited. We'll do something else later and I'll have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, not the original pattern I was looking for, but it works. And we have little windows there, and we could do oh, I should have eaten between episodes. My stomach, I'm like, all of a sudden, I'm sick hungry. I have a lot of health issues, and my stomach just frustrates me to no end. If I don't eat at just the right time, then I start getting sick to my stomach, which is what I call sick hungry. And then I don't want to eat because I'm nauseous. But if I don't eat, then I'm just going to stay nauseous. But then I'll eat, and eating makes me nauseous. So it's like, ah, frustrating. Okay, so I think we're good on the windows. I think that looks good. Okay, okay, okay. Um, um, um. You know what? Let's add to our interior a little bit. Let's get a couple more of those. Put them here. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we'll do one more. Okay. Okay, so basically, steel. Did I not? Okay, I did. So basically, the point of that would be, well, we could do a couple more. Let's try something. Well, don't know until we try. Let's do these. And okay, so here's the theory, right? Or the lore, whatever, to go with our spring fed pond over there. So, Church of the Creeper. You can come in and you can take a candle and you can light it in memory of your friend or loved one that died to a creeper. And come in here and have your meditation or reflection or whatever. I think we're going to extend these pews just a smidgen. And we're going to need more. That should be enough. We don't need that anymore. Alright, let's extend these. I left space there because I had those blocks reserving the space for the pathway. Now what, Gooberhead? But we don't need all that. Okay. I almost wonder if I need another lectern because that kind of looks odd. But we're only going to have one preacher man or pastor or guru or wise man or magic man, whatever. Witch doctor, I don't care what you put there. Anyway, creeper summoner, I don't know. Yeah, I think we'll leave it. I mean, as I said, not everything has to be symmetrical, and most of this build is symmetrical. So, yeah, I think we'll do that. We'll leave those unlit. So those are for the people who come to visit this little sanctuary or whatever, and they can light a candle for their friends and family or whoever. Yeah. Okay. So we have the walls in. I'm a thinking. I think we need to trim that off one layer at the top, and then we need to get a roof on. We'll need to put a roof on it. But first, let's see what we got with the vote party. I miss these all the time. I'm online and these things will happen. But I'm so busy watching TV that I miss it. I'll sit here and I'll look and I'll go, oh, we're at 150 out of 200. Cool. And I'll be watching TV and I look back and it's at 4 out of 200. It's like, ugh. So yeah, I miss it all the time. Banknote for 22K, I'll take it. Cosmetic key, okay. Pig spawners, okay. Actually, let's do, you know what, let's not mess with that right now. I want to get to building. I want to build. We'll put that crap up later. Okay, I mean important stuff. We'll put that important stuff up later. Okay. So for the door, let's do some dark oak doors. Have to turn them into doors first, Lavella. That would be helpful. Okay. Nope. Okay, I don't like that it opens to the outside because that's not how you would put it on a house. You don't want people to be able to barricade you into your own house. It should open to the inside. But I don't like the way it places here, so that's why I do that. La 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 la. Do I want more glass there? Well, I didn't want to do that. This is quartz. We can get a little bit more decorative with it. How about we do some stairs? It's only going to give us 2, but let's see what that looks like. Yeah, I like that better. And let's go ahead and just buy 2 more pieces of glass. Well, let's just get a stack. We may be using it for something else. Okay. I like it. I like it. Okay, so now we need to do a roof. A roof. What are we going to do for a roof? I think cobbled deep slate. This version does not have the pale oak. It does not have the tough blocks variants. It has tough, but it doesn't have all the variants that the latest version has available. So, I mean, we could do stone brick slabs and stairs for the roof, but I think if we did, it would be pretty heavy. Okay, let's do cobbled deep slate. Building blocks. Cobbled deep slate. $100 each? Seriously? It's the same as cobble. That's cheap. Okay, we're going to buy a bunch because we're going to need a bunch. Not just for this roof, but... Okay. Let's put some of it up. And sorry, it's going to be another long one. I want to get the roof on. Okay, let's just do a standard stair. Oh. Let's do the deep slate tile stairs. many stacks that's going to take. And I don't want to have to come back. It's just going to be a simple, basic, very basic build. Okay, so we're going to do that, and we are going to need some more quartz. All right. Okay, first thing, I'm going to have to be careful. I'm going to end up tearing this whole thing. It just breaks it so fast. Okay. Why is that higher than the others? Oh, because this is lifted higher. Oh, you know what? We're leaving it. I don't care. Ah! I didn't want to do that. All right, let's get started. I don't know why I'm putting that on upside down. As I was doing it, I was like, I don't think that's right. We're going to come out. Let's just do one. I'm not a speed builder. If you haven't figured that out yet, it won't take you long. I'm a lot faster than I used to be. That's not saying a whole lot. It's not saying a whole lot. And if you would like to skip forward, it's going to take a minute, and it's very repetitive. Still can't remember what I was going to tell you guys when I lost my train of thought. No. No. Naughty Lavella. That's not what we're doing. I'm hitting the wrong keys. I'm trying to go sideways and I keep shifting. Alright, let's run up. Or that. You gibberhead. Oh my gosh, I used to play on this. The first server I ever played on, there was a guy that was one of the mods, and I became a mod. I was on the server like 2 weeks, and they didn't even ask me if I wanted to be staff. They just were like, "Oh, by the way, you're a mod." I was like, what? Never played on a server before. It's the first time I'd ever been on a server, and within 2 weeks I'd been made a mod. But they decided that I had the right attitude and I knew enough about Minecraft and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, one of the mods on that server, oh my gosh, not only was he an amazing builder, but he was fast. Oh my gosh. It was unbelievable. Unbelievable. He'd be like, "Yeah, I think I'm going to build a such and such." Okay. And one of them, what was it? It was supposed to be like one of the mods was doing a medieval town, village, city, whatever you want to call it. And he was very big on it being historically correct. He didn't want it to just, you know, be what I call Minecraft rustic. Minecraft rustic is often referred to as medieval, but it's not necessarily medieval. Anyway, uh, so this guy was going to build a weapons area and like where you go to build them. So he made a ballista and a catapult and battering ram. He just made all this stuff that you would have seen, being made in a place like that during that time frame. And when he was telling me about it, I was like, "Oh my God, that sounds amazing." I figured it would take him a few days at least. He had it done in hours. And it was jaw-dropping fantastic. And he may have thought I was just feeding his ego, but I don't do that. Um, I always tell my friends, don't ask for my opinion unless you really want it, because I'm not that nice. Let's see how steep this is. Let's see. I know I could use scaffolding. I don't like scaffolding. Um, yeah, I think we'll bring it up a little bit on the right and then come across. We have enough of the stairs. Let's make some slabs. And those are deep tile. Let's do deep tile slabs. Deep tile slabs. Let's do one more. I'd rather have too many than not enough. And then let's take some of those. And some of those. Do we not have any more lanterns? I'm pretty sure we do. I really should have stopped this episode. But I want this roof done. Finished. Complete. Doesn't mean we won't modify it at some point. It just means... Okay. Just means I would like to have it in. Alright. That tree's so weird. I really think I'm going to have to take that top part off. Just every time I come through here, I'm just like, such a weird tree. Such a weird tree. My brain just can't handle it. Can't handle it. Can't handle it. Okay. No. Okay, what did I say? We're going to go up. Okay. I tried to do my builds spawn free. So, like, even though that's not a problem here because of the settings on your SkyBlock island, and maybe if you're building in a vanilla world and you have a mushroom biome, maybe you don't have to worry about lighting. But just out of habit, I tend to try to make things spawn proof. Okay, we're going to go ahead and use the slabs. Going to come across this way. Going to flatten this out. I wanted it to have a full peak, but it's going to be really tall. So I think we're going to do this instead. Oh, I remember what I was going to tell you guys. Anyway. Love Minecraft. Love vanilla. I have played modded. Not a huge fan. Not saying I'm against it. But I'm not a redstoner. And a lot of the mod packs are real heavy on the redstone. And a lot of the mod packs are real heavy on the grind. You got to do this to do that. You got to do that to do this. And they just, if I want to do that much grind, I'll play SkyBlock. 2, 3, 4. Of course it's even. Why wouldn't it be? This messes up my plans. Messes up my plans, Stan. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anyway, so vanilla Minecraft is my favorite. Just regular old default, regular textures, no shaders, just vanilla Minecraft. It's my favorite. But if I had to pick something that was not I don't know if you would call it vanilla or not. It's a custom map. and that would be SkyBlock. That was my favorite for ages and ages. And then, uh, is it I Am Minecraft or I Jam Minecraft, something like that, came out with a